Hello students, so let's start with the problem number 7 on separating the given hyperbolic function into real and imaginary parts. So here we have the complex function which is more difficult than the remaining 6 problems, and then we have 2 results to prove. So let's see how I am proving those 2 results by using the different concepts of hyperbolic function. So now guys, here if x plus iy minus c upon x plus iy plus c is equal to e to the power u plus iv, then we have to prove these 2 results. Now what you have to observe here is the results. So here we want value of x in terms of u and v, and again the value of y in terms of u and v. Now here if you observe, then x is the real part, y is the imaginary part. Similarly u and v are the real and imaginary parts. So it means we have to separate this into real part and the imaginary part. So guys, the question is how to achieve this, because here in the numerator as well as in the denominator we have the complex number. So for the simplicity, what we'll do is we will say let this x plus iy equal to z and u plus iv equal to w. So this given equation will become z minus c upon z plus c equal to e to the power w. Now guys, we'll do the componendo and dividendo so that we can get the complex number in the numerator only, and then we can separate that into real and imaginary parts. So by doing the componendo and dividendo, here I'll write so this is componendo and dividendo process. So by this process here we'll add this term in the numerator. So if we add, then that will become z minus c plus z plus c, c cancel. So guys, here we will get 2z upon, now guys we'll keep denominator as it is and we'll take this denominator, this numerator down, and we'll subtract that numerator from the denominator. So z plus c minus z plus c. So z and z cancel and we will get 2c. So whatever that I did on the left hand side, I will do the same process on the right hand side. So what I did here is I have added denominator to the numerator. So now here guys the denominator is 1. We'll add that denominator to the numerator. So we will get 1 plus e to the power w upon, what we did, we subtracted numerator from the denominator. So here denominator is 1 minus e to the power w. Now guys 2 and 2 cancel. This z is x plus iy, and c we can separate it, or we can separately divide this x plus iy with c. And guys now you can observe that on the left hand side we got the real part and the imaginary part. So real part is x upon c and the imaginary part is y upon c. Now the task is to bring the real and imaginary part on the right hand side, because then only we will be able to compare these two sides to get the final answer. Now to bring the real and imaginary parts on the right hand side, we'll do one more process. So what we'll do here is I'll multiply the numerator and denominator with e to the power minus w upon 2. Now why I'm doing that? Because then only on the right hand side I'll be able to get that real and imaginary part. Let's say right now if you are thinking that let's expand this exponential form and convert it into the polar form and then again use the trigonometric formulae, then guys let me tell you that that won't give you the real and imaginary part. Because if you expand this exponential form into the polar form, then that would give you the complex number in the denominator as well. So it's very difficult to find out the real and imaginary part on the right hand side by expanding it, and that is why we'll multiply numerator and denominator with e to the power minus w by 2. So if I multiply the first term, we will get e to the power minus w by 2 plus here we'll get e to the power w by 2 upon e to the power minus w by 2 minus e to the power w by 2. So guys, here I am multiplying numerator and denominator with e to the power minus w by 2. Now by doing this, what happened? So here if I divide this numerator and denominator by 2, then we can get the hyperbolic function. So here, let's say if I divide numerator by 2, then here we get the formula of hyperbolic cos of w by 2. You can check it here. Similarly, if I divide this denominator by 2, then here we get a formula of minus hyperbolic sine of w by 2. Now why minus? Because we have to take minus sign outside. In the bracket, this term will become positive and this term will become negative, and divide by 2. So when we'll divide numerator and denominator by 2, we get this. So here I'll write dividing numerator and denominator by 2. So by doing that, we got this value. Next, this x by c plus iy by c as it is. Next, I'll shift this negative sign to the left hand side. So that will become minus x upon c minus iy by c. Now guys, you must be thinking, let's make it as cot. But don't do that mistake, because if you check the question, then here we have to prove that the value of x and y is this, where the denominator is hyperbolic cos u minus cos v. It means we have to bring that hyperbolic cos u minus cos v in the denominator. And if I want that value, then here what we have to do is we have to multiply this term with the conjugate. So guys, let's do that. So here I'll say that hyperbolic cos of w by 2 is nothing but u by 2 plus iv by 2, because w is u plus iv. Similarly, this sine hyperbolic term will become u by 2 plus iv by 2. Next, we'll multiply numerator and denominator by 2. Minus sign are already shifted to left hand side. And now we'll multiply numerator and denominator by the conjugate. So the conjugate of this term is hyperbolic sine u by 2 minus iv by 2. And similarly here, hyperbolic sine of u by 2 minus iv by 2. Now, in the numerator, we got the formula of 2 hyperbolic cos theta into, or I would say this as a and this as b. So 2 hyperbolic cos a into hyperbolic sine b. So this is minus x by c minus iy by c as it is. And for that, we'll write down the formula, which is hyperbolic sine of a plus b. So it means we have to add these two angles. So if I add these two angles, we will get u by 2 plus u by 2, which is u. So here I'll say u. Next, middle sign is minus. Then we'll get hyperbolic. After this, the term will be hyperbolic sine of a minus b. So this minus this, if I do it, then u by 2 will be cancelled. We'll get iv by 2 plus iv by 2, which is iv. Next, in the denominator, we have 2 hyperbolic sine a into hyperbolic sine b. So that will be hyperbolic cos of here a plus b. If I add these two values, so we will get u. So it guys, we will write this u as it is. Next, middle sign is minus. Then we have again the cos term. So hyperbolic cos, and then we'll subtract this. So we will get iv. Now this is nothing but hyperbolic sine u. This will be I sine v by the formula upon this is hyperbolic cos u minus this is nothing but cos v. Now guys, let's subtract or let's separate it into real and imaginary parts. ये cut करो line अभी का. Now guys, let's separate this into real and imaginary parts. So this will become hyperbolic sine u upon hyperbolic cos u minus cos v minus I sine v upon hyperbolic cos u minus cos. Now let's see the left hand side, which is minus x by c minus iy by c. Now guys, here we got real and imaginary parts on both sides. Now let's compare the real part with real part. So minus x by c is a real part. If I compare with this, so this is a real part. So we'll get x equal to minus c hyperbolic sine u upon hyperbolic cos u minus cos v. Similarly, if I compare the imaginary part, then we will get y equal to c into sin v upon hyperbolic cos u minus cos v. And guys, if you observe the result, then you can see here that we exactly got the value. So here I proved both the result. So guys, just follow the steps which I have done here and you'll get the full marks in the examination. And with that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because then only you will get the latest updates, the new videos of Ekeena. Thank you very much.